All right. You are live. Well, awesome. Welcome to the live stream, guys. It's me, Lucas Skylar Scott, as usual. And I'm not hearing anything. So I'm just going to take those headphones off. We're not going to be doing any audio editing, so I don't need them. We are trying out some stuff as usual. So we have StreamYard here. And we're going to be just kind of going over some information. As you can see, I've got a screen share. Let's see, how do we get rid of the screen share? What if we want to do this? Like, okay, great. And then what if we want to go back to it? Can I just, all right. That was easy. All right, and what we're doing today is we're looking at how to research your next topic for your next script. If you're going to be writing a script for a video, specifically for YouTube videos, but you could apply this to many things. And this is kind of the short version on the research part. Research can always be very in-depth if you decide to go that route, but I really want to offer something where we can perform some effective research, get some good data, some statistics or numbers, some information, and be able to apply it to a script pretty quickly. And so that's what I'm wanting to create here. I have this little teleprompter on the camera, and I don't think I need it because I'm not actually teleprompting anything. So let's just jump right in and see what we got. I'm just going to do a little, get y'all a little bit lower here. And so you should be able to see my screen right now. And what I've done is I have just a document here. And this is just sort of, a big old Google Doc. But we're going to go through it a little bit at a time. And we'll see what we can get. This is actually a script that I wrote myself to deliver using a teleprompter. But I want to try doing more live content. So ideally, if you were going to be using this format, you would do what most people probably would do. Not me, though. You know me. Jump right in. Is to convert this into something like a PowerPoint or something with slides. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go live, and we're going to jump right into the content. So in this particular video, we're going to talk about how to research a topic to produce a short YouTube style video that allows you to build credibility, that allows you to position the problem that your viewers may be facing, position a solution, and also have the call to action, all those sort of things. We're not going to be writing the script specifically. We're just going to be looking at how to research the topic. So as you can see here, this is meant to, and my plan with this content is after I do it live, I'm going to take it and chop it up and have a finished video that I'll be able to give to people who will be joining the training around actually formatting and writing the script. So the first step in the process is really about understanding the content hierarchy, right? And in the content hierarchy, you have the top level. Here, let me just bring this to me as the main thing here. So in your content hierarchy, you have your top level content, which might be something like, entrepreneurship or let's just say media, for example. And then you have, and that would be your topic. And then you have like subjects that branch down out from that. So for example, if it was entrepreneurship would be maybe your topic. One of the subjects that can branch down from that might be mindset, inspirational speaking and quotes, habits building that form success in your life. If it's about business or about making money, it would be finance. Maybe finance can be broken into subjects below that also. And so that finance could, for example, be broken up into investing, real estate, saving money, how to make more money through your job, right? Develop those skill sets. So you have your top level topic, and then you have subjects below that. So the first step in deciding, okay, how am I going to research this subject? I want to write a script for my YouTube channel. I want to write a script for my client, is knowing, okay, I know what the topic is. The topic is, for a channel that does media and entertainment, content creation. And so I want a subject that's related to that. For example, lighting, or how to deal with audio or post-production, camera types, different lenses, different microphones. That's kind of your first piece. Let's go ahead and pull this up here and see one way that you can identify your subject, right? So it says here, the first step is identify your topic as a whole, then the subject within the topic that you plan to write your script on. A great way to find those subjects within the topic is to use some of my favorite Google search techniques, which I'm going to show you guys right now. Just try them out and see which works best for you. You don't have to do all of these. So you can see this right here. is what I'm referring to here. You have your keyword, which, that might be, for example, entrepreneurship, which is what I'm going to use here. And then for this first one, you would just drop that into Google and see what you find. So let's just try that really quick. Let's just copy this, because for whatever reason, I always have trouble spelling this word. Look, I already even started it. You drop it in there, and you can see, just by doing that, I'm already getting some different ideas. Look at this. I just put in entrepreneurship, terminology, secrets, definition, synonym, definition, economics, degree, examples. So that's a great starting point. And that's without even hitting, let's go search it, right? So let's just try that for a second. Bloop. Now we've searched it. Now what kind of information are we finding? So what are the 4 types of entrepreneurship? Interesting. We haven't even gone to a web page yet, or, another piece of content. All we've done is just found this first thing. And there's already information being generated from this one thing. So that's kind of a first jumping off point. The next thing to do is add the term terminology to your Google search. So if we add in terminology, and you can see I've done some of these already, we're going to find some really powerful tools here to selecting a subject within the topic of entrepreneurship. Here we go, 100-word entrepreneurial glossary. That seems like a lot of information. 38 terms every beginning entrepreneur should know. These are good ideas for headlines also, just to be thinking of that video production, being that mindset. Here we go, 38 terms every beginning entrepreneur should know. Let's see what we got here. See if we can figure something out here. Wow, look at this. This looks like it's about marketing a lot. Bounce rate, a carrot or a lead magnet. Interesting. Growth hacking. Yeah, all of this seems very much like marketing stuff, which could be useful. Get out of here. I don't want that. Let's look at the 100-word entrepreneurial glossary. So again, this is the first step to sort of deciding, okay, what subject within the topic of entrepreneur do I want to tackle for this particular video? Maybe I want to make, a video on my channel that's all about entrepreneurship, about getting a business idea. And what is a business idea, right? A successful company will begin with a compelling business idea. Typically, the idea will involve a product or service being exchanged for money. So this is a good jumping off point just to be thinking about. How about this? A business model canvas. It's a template that's used to document new and existing business models and uses 9 building blocks that allow you to communicate a business idea clearly. Wow. Look at that. I think a business model canvas is probably a great option, because I'm not familiar with that, and I've been, running a business for years now, and I've never done a business model canvas. So I think you can see that this way, using the search, the long tail search terminology right up next to your keyword is a great way to build, more ideas for what subject you're going to tackle for your topic. Here's another one: best blank tips. So you would put the keyword entrepreneurship tips, how to entrepreneurship. And I did this and thought it was really interesting. I went into Google and I just searched how to entrepreneurship. Look at this. And Google knows. You're right on the nose. My Google just made a joke. My Google Home, just keep it down over there, Google. Google, look at this. How do you start entrepreneurship? 7 steps to becoming an entrepreneur. That's really easy content to start producing. So if you're not sure where to get started, this is a great way to do it, to start stimulating subjects within the topic that you're going to be producing your content around, whether you're producing content for yourself or if you're producing content for a client, if you're a content creator. Another one that I really like is the keyword and then the word secrets. So this is the last one we'll do. Entrepreneurship secrets. 7 secrets to entrepreneurial success. Wow. Hire to succeed despite your limitations. Raise more money than you think you need. Research the market extensively. You could do a video just on one of these. How to research the market. How to research the market extensively. How to use the right tools to acquire customers. How to prepare for change. Are you seeing a trend here? There's a lot of things. Look, 10 secrets to becoming a successful entrepreneur. They've got 3 more than these guys. So, and just to be, completely overkill here, you can see there's 10 pages that are showing already, 12 startup success secrets. There's just a ton of them. So, if ever you were like, hey, I can't think of a subject within this topic, think again, I think you will find that there are a lot of really easy ways just using Google. Remember, Google is an index of all of the information on the web, or at least as much of it as Google can index. And so that's a great place to start for your subject. Once you have your subject, you're going to want to go and gather some data about it. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that right now. I'm just going to grab a notepad over here. Where's my notes at? Here we go. And grab that. Let me just get this over to where we can share it together. Y'all can see me kind of. Y'all see this? There we go. This is a note. And so what we want to do is we want to find 5 relevant statistics or facts with sources. So let's say we decided we're going to do, which one did I decide I was going to do? I think it was entrepreneur secrets. Oh, here it is. We're going to use best entrepreneurship tips. So let's start with that and go grab, best entrepreneurship tips. Let's go grab something in here. Let's go grab 21 success tips for young and aspiring entrepreneur. Picture of Bill Gates. He's got a lot of money. He must be doing something right. Okay, great. So here's a good starting point. Find good people, face your fears, take action, do the time, manage energy, not time. I think this is a good subject to think about. That's a good option. Hire character, plans for raising capital. Let's look at raising capital. How about that? No, get out of here. Ooh, this one's good. Learn from your mistakes. Let's do that one. Let's do learn from mistakes. So that's going to be so here we go. So our topic, entrepreneurship, right? Entrepreneurship. Our subject is learn from mistakes. Let's just take it and get it there. Okay. And so what we want to find is 5 relevant statistics. Okay, so let's start statistics about learning from mistakes. Let's just see what we find. There's no telling. Why mistakes matter in creating a path for learning. Why we should embrace mistakes in school. Study reveals why we learn from mistakes. That looks good. I like this idea. So I held command and hit it and open a new tab. How mistakes can make you smarter. Psychology Today. That's a reputable source. So I'm thinking about the source now. Making mistakes while studying actually helps you learn better. So let's just look at this for a second. Statistics about learning. Let's just try that. Global education facts and statistics. Statistics about, how about this? I got an idea. This is an interesting idea. How about this? The benefits of making mistakes. Let's try that for a second. Okay, let's just jump into some of this. So study reveals. So, what we're doing here is research, okay? And researching on a live stream probably isn't the most interesting topic. You guys are going to watch me read stuff. So we're not going to actually do this part, together live. But I'm really wanting to find a nice quote that we can use and maybe a statistic here that we can grab, because that's what we're looking to establish credibility. That's the point of this, right? So we want to be able to say, Psychology Today said, right? They looked at what happens when people's brains, when they make mistakes. It turns out there were typical brain responses to mistakes. One looks a wake-up call. There are 2 typical brain responses to mistakes. Look at this. The brain increases its attention during the next decision as if it's trying to prevent a repeat of the mistake. People are much more likely to improve their performance and learn from the mistake. The second brain response looks like shutting down. The brain reacts to negative feedback itself. It looks at it as a threat. And to escape feeling bad, it chooses to not think about the mistake. This is not the way. This is not the way of growth. This is the way of denial. Which is funny because it says people whose brains show this shutting down response pay much more attention to positive feedback. And I feel like that's me, even though I'm what I consider like a lifelong learner, right? Okay. Okay, come on. I want a cool statistic about learning. We inadvertently mold them into people who are afraid to be. When students are only reinforced for correct answers, we inadvertently mold them into people who are afraid to make mistakes. That's crazy. Think about that for a second. If that's not a bomb drop, I don't know what is. I don't know if the comments are working here. They probably aren't. I just don't have any comments. Let's just drop them here. Leave a comment if you stop by. Fooling around the new streaming software. I want to make sure it's working. Sure to mention what platform you are viewing on. I don't know if it's going to tell me or not. Let's see. Did this go out to everybody? Bloop bloop. There it is. Wow, this is so much better. How about that? Kids learn from their mistakes. A negative outcome decreases the likelihood that a student will repeat the same behavior in the future. Mistakes foster responsibility and independence. So we could just take this right here, right? If we wanted to. And we could be like, hey, bloop. And who is this? Wait, I don't know who this is. Kristen's Caboodle. I don't know if I want to reference this. Ugh. Get out of here. You don't learn to walk by following rules. You learn by doing and by falling over. I'll take that right now. Can I just take the whole thing? Give it to me. Oh, nice. Look at that. That's great. I'm glad that that happened. So that's going to be a great quote that we can use, and we could even potentially use this image elsewhere. Now, this is by Lifehack, so we'll probably want to grab an image of him and remake this, which we could do in another time, not now. Certainly. Mistakes often feel dangerous. Throughout human history, our errors have often been treated as dangerous for a variety of reasons. So, I don't know, I'm having trouble finding a good statistic about this. Maybe we want to take a statistic about learning. Let's say statistics about, human learning. Maybe find something here. How humans learn and represent networks, the prevalence and importance of statistical learning. Why are some interesting facts about human learning? Okay, Quora is good. I like Quora. I've seen some interesting stuff on here. Oh, PU. Sponsored? Gross. We take information in better when it's visual. Well, okay, that's good. We remember the big picture better than the details. Sleep largely affects learning and memory. That could be good if we were writing about sleep. We learn best by teaching others. That's really cool. We learn new information better when it's interleaved. What does that mean? That's interesting. Okay. I don't know. I'm struggling here to find a good stat about this. So that's actually the reason I'm doing this video, is because I'm trying to test this method. So if we're trying to do a topic about learning from mistakes, and we want to establish credibility, we want to hear somebody who is credible, speak about learning from mistakes. Learning from mistakes. Let's just try this. We want to use that information as a reference point to build up our own credibility. Own your mistakes. Reframe the error. How you view hang on, this is closer to what I'm looking at. Determines the way that you react to them. What you do next. Chances are. But if you can reframe your mistake and opportunity. What is this? Here we go. We're getting somewhere here. Overcoming obstacles and recognizing effort. Mindset, the fixed mindset, the growth mindset. Okay, so let's shift this from learning from mistakes. Let's shift this subject over to mindsets, the different types. Okay. Now we have some good information we can go with here. So there's really only two, it looks like. According to Dweck, People have either a fixed or a growth mindset, and the one that you adopt can affect every aspect of your life. The fixed mindset. Okay, so we want to take all of this information and we're going to just like tear it apart and remake it into our own thing. We do not want to use this as is. That's plagiarism. But we can use this to build on our own ideas and take our own perspective on it. How to develop a growth mindset. Listen to yourself. Recognize that you have a choice. Challenge your fixed mindset. Take action. Oh my God, these guys have it figured out. Let's just drop this up here so that we know where we're getting all this stuff. How to develop a growth mindset. I'll take it. This is good stuff. I'm not going to pretend like content creation and that part of the game isn't building on the shoulders of those who have come before us. I do not want to look like I'm promoting, stealing people's content. But in a way, I'm promoting taking and reworking people's content. And I think that that's a good thing to do as long as you're producing quality content and adding your own perspective, and you're not just regurgitating the same thing that they're saying. So for me to then take this and pitch it as a script that I wrote is not cool. That's totally whack. But for me to read through this and think about the ideas and then write a script that contains some of these quotes and reference my source, right? And to expand on those, that is totally Gucci. That is a great way to do it. There's no reason why you should feel like you have to start from scratch with everything. I don't think you should. I think this is really good stuff. So this is a great starting point. Unfortunately, I didn't get, 5 relevant statistics. That didn't work out. An interesting or compelling idea or core concept. Yes, we have that right here is this whole fixed mindset versus growth mindset. An actionable suggestion related to getting started on building the new habit, something that a viewer can begin using immediately. I think that we have that here, how to develop growth mindset. So these steps, we can probably take one of these things and just kind of expand on it and share some stories about it. Now, before we go on, we want to let's get rid of all of this. We're done here. We want to now go over to YouTube. And we want to know, hey, that's me. Look at that. Fixed versus growth. Let's see what happens. Look at this. Look at all of this good stuff we have. Dweck, this is the person. This is the person. Dweck provides some sample. Yeah, okay, so let's take a look. Fixed versus growth mindset, Carol Dweck. What do we have here? Here she is. Is this her? Yeah, okay. Here's an explainer video on it. Let's take a look at, we have 1.8 million views. Apparently, this is an interesting topic to somebody. It was published 6 years ago. This is a lecture. It looks, just by the look of it. We've got an explainer video here. We've got another explainer. Looks like a bunch of explainer videos. Here's one with some interesting looking graphics going on. Here she is again in a talk. So the next step is here's a little kid doing it. 600,000 views 2 years ago. The mindset of a champion. So mindset, I think, is a good subject to approach, and fixed versus growth is a good sub-subject within the topic of entrepreneurship. Now, the next step here would be to watch through some of this content. Probably watch this right here would be where I would start, because this is the person exactly who is that we're covering, and it's her concepts and ideas. Once we've watched a couple of these videos, we want to kind of make a determination about what in the video was. Hang on a second. Look at this. I'm talking and not managing. How do I get rid of this thing? Hide. There we go. No, bring me up. So once we've like determined, okay, we know what the subject is within the topic. We've started our research and we've started like compiling information from other sources. Okay. a part that I didn't do right here during the live was we want to read through all of that. This could take an hour. This could take 2 hours. It could take a couple of hours. It could take 20 or 30 minutes, depending on the topic and how well covered the topic has been and what kind of content's been produced around it. Then we want to go to YouTube. Run along to the YouTubes, and we want to dig into that and see what videos have been produced around this subject within this topic already. We want to watch at least, I say at least 4 videos. You want to find 2 videos that you love, that are really good, and note what's really good about them. Are they using explainer? Are they using animation? Are they just talking? Is it just a lecture? Is there music? Is there no music? Is there an intro? Is there no intro? Is the quality good? Is the quality bad? Think about what you like about it. And then you want to find 2 videos in the same space that you don't like, that you want to avoid. You probably hear my kiddo back there jumping. And this will give you a really good feeling for when you're writing the script. Okay, I want to make sure that when I write this script, I'm writing it that it reflects the kind of type of content that I'm going to want to produce or that my client might want to produce. And certainly also take into account, oh, here are the things that I really didn't like about this video, this other video. Let me make sure that it doesn't do this thing. Man, the video, they took 20 minutes. They took 20 minutes to get to get past the intro, right? To get into the meat and potatoes of this content. Let's make sure that we move right into it in our video, in our script when we're writing it. So that's a good jumping off part, at least for the research aspect of writing your next subject or writing your next script. Finding the subject. In today's video, let's do a summary while my kids are yelling in the background. Here's your summary. In today's video, we talked about thinking about a topic, understanding a content hierarchy, thinking about a subject and how to go to Google and use Google to understand that subject with more depth, and then how to begin researching that subject and compiling data for research and for, you could call it like extraction, and maybe I would say you're synthesizing it, right? You're going to read through this information, you're going to think about it and create your own perspective about it. And then also comparing your subject and what you're about to go and produce this script around to videos that have already been produced, and thinking about what was working for those videos and maybe what wasn't working. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate your viewing. I see I've got a viewer here. Hi, viewer. And look at that. It tells me where they're viewing from and everything. That's great. All right, I'm going to get going. If I can figure out how to end the stream here. Here it is. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later.